there everyone, this is Tracey from Lavinia Stamps. Thank you for joining me today for another demonstration. We're going to be using the masking fine liner, and we've got a multifarious card here, and we've got some lovely brushos. So to start with, I'm just going to use the fine liner to just create some foliage background before spritzing the brushos up. So just check it first, get the feel of drawing. Just be really light about it, okay? You don't need to squeeze it. And we're just going to just bring in some grasses like so. Even if you're not confident doing lines, then you just do some dots. I mean, there's so much you can do with the masking fluid. I'll be doing more and more demonstrations on it anyway, so I'm going to let that dry. So let's use some turquoise. I might go with a brown and vermilion. Most brushes go well together anyway, they just intermingle. So I'm going to spritz that now with water. Put quite a bit of water on, just so that we get some movement with the brushos. And then I'm going to sprinkle the turquoise. We've got some dark brown, and we've got vermilion. Now let's just go back to our spritzer and just run that lovely colour down the card. And then using a tissue, I'm just mopping up any excess around the edges. And now let's dry that off. So I've got a couple of little foliage stamps here I'm going to make a start with. And I'm going to ink up in the monarch. And this time I'm going to ink up in Glamorous. This is another little foliage stamp which I really like. I use quite a lot. Now I'm going to make sure that that is completely dry, and then we're going to take the masking fluid off. So just rubbing with this handy little tool, it just pulls all that masking fluid straight off. Like so. Next stage, we're going to use some flower buds now, and we're going to ink these up in the Nocturne. And I'm going to do this one quite high. So give that a good press. I'm going to turn that around, the stem round, and then join that back up at the bottom here, so it reaches the bottom. And then we've got our smaller flower bud inking up. And we're going to pop that one around about there. And again, it's not reached the bottom, so all I'm doing is turning the stem around and joining that up. So now I'm just going to bleach this area out simply by using some water. Just gathering some clean water and making a pool of water in the centre there. And then taking a tissue and just pulling that colour out, like so. Okay, so I'm going to use some words to go around the edge. And this time I'm going to ink up in Twilight. And I'm just going to pop that at the top there and work my way around the edge. Like so. And then I'm going to just using the stencil brush, I'm just going to add a little bit of colour around the edge. The brushes are so easy to use. They're so dense. There's so many of them, but they are super soft. Really nice brushes to work with. I'm going to bring in a little bit of depth down at the bottom here as well. Okay, so I'm going to use the mica powders now, and all I'm going to do is add a bit of water into the lid with a tiny amount of mica, and then I'm just going to colour in these lovely seed heads. That lovely metallic. I think it just gives it a really nice finish. And then lastly we're going to use our lovely Poscas, and I'm adding a little bit more colour at the bottom, working my way up. Like so. Okay, so there we have it. I hope that you enjoyed today's demo. I think you can just about see where that I've painted the metallic micas. And I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourselves. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.